Hello, I'm Andi Singh, and I'm going to use divinity Kabbalistic cards to predict for you in Taurus the month of December. Okay. The first card I'm going to pull will be to do with your romance, marriage, and family areas. So let me pull the card for you. It's facing me, so you don't have much control, which means that you can, in the month of December, lose control over any area of your life. Let's talk about your romance. Now, this card firstly shows that I'm going to divide the month into two, like I usually do. So for the first 15 or 16 days, this card shows problems for you in Taurus regarding your romance area. So watch out that being stubborn, because this card shows you want to take control. It's also the card of Jupiter. So you can be very strict or you can be very dominating as well. So try not to do these things in the first 15 or 16 days of December, and you will be able to lessen the worry that your romance is going to have many ups and downs and difficulties in keeping some kind of good concentration. One of the other things I find here is that your romance may have a problem because either you or your romantic partner may find interest in somebody else. So this card shows that what you have in both hands, one is now being spilled over, which means to let go. So look into these areas as well. Now regarding your marriage, the first 15 or 16 days, the vibrancy of a happy marriage is seen, but still there is some danger showing that your behavior patterns must not be too strict or dominating. Otherwise, your marriage areas are going to find a lot of pressure, and the strain can make the two of you mentally separated. That means not being talking to each other and things like that. The second half of the month, now here shows a complication, and the complication is that either you or your partner may be wanting to be involved or already involved with somebody else, and therefore the energy of love is being now transferred to a third party and not to your marriage person. Watch out that the second half of December is even worse. So don't take risks. Otherwise, you're going to face the possibilities of serious difficulties in your marriage. So the first 15 days, still controllable, but not so good. Don't dominate. And the last 15 days or so, watch out, the situations can become worse. In your general family areas, I can see some stability. It's a stormy period, so you may find that other family members may also feel the stress in the month of December, whether you're in your marriage situation. The next card I'm going to pull will be the cards for career, business, and finances. All right, this is a very interesting card. Now it says, firstly, you are trying to do too many things. Let's talk of your career. Trying to plan too many things. Trying to want to get into areas which you are not familiar with. Thirdly, the lure for money is going to be very strong for you, and all this for the first 15 days. But this card is not very beneficial to you. And it says that behind the scenes of what you are trying to attempt in career, you will find many enemies and many colleagues or even your boss turning against you. So watch out that the first 15 or 16 days of December show that your financial situation can weaken by having bad news about your job. Regarding business, again, this card shows differences between partnerships, number one. Number two, if you don't have a partner, then you are very undecided of where you want to go in business. It's a card, again, as I mentioned earlier, the sign of Mercury is there. So two things can happen. One is that you could lose contracts, okay, and secondly, you may gain contracts which are very troublesome. So throughout the whole month for you in Taurus, the situation in business is that if you proceed forward, you are proceeding in a dark area, which means you are not very clear of what's going to happen. Well, I don't want to stop progress, but if you have opportunities, especially during the last 15 days of December, you need to do a lot of research because there is darkness, and darkness for you means you go in blindfolded, and then you will be in a jam where your business area is concerned. Regarding general finances, it's not a very good card. It shows many responsibilities you have. So therefore, money that you may have or that you will have is going to be moving out rather than coming in. So remember that the whole month of December is not totally against your favor, and it is the second half which I feel produces more stress. The situation shows in your business as slowed down in the second half of December. There's only one or two possibilities of keeping you afloat, so tighten your belt. The third card I'm going to pull for you is going to be for your health situation. So let me pull. Now here you are in control. That's a good sign. It shows that you are not going to be overwhelmed by bad news about health. But still, let's see what's happening. Okay, it's a card which separates you into two positions. And this means that, let me talk of the good area of health, that mentally you will be very steady, and physically you can override problems. The other position of the card shows a weakening. So let's see which area of you we might be concerned for you in Taurus, we might be concerned for in the month of December. If you are a woman, I would be worried about this ovarian signs shown here, which may produce ovarian problems for you. So watch out for symptoms. If you already know of such problems, well, attend to them seriously. If you're a man, then the generative organs here, what comes to my mind is your prostate problems. So look out for symptoms or go and see a doctor. You can do a blood test for that. The other signs here are mental. So you're going to be in a mental situation in December which can bring depression, or it can bring stress. Stress because of financial stress, I suppose, and or personal stress, and depression because especially during the last half of the month, the situation has blackened. So these problems can be seen for you. It's not a card that's going to show serious problems, but I worry that that identification of these problems may be done in December. Well, that's what I have to tell you for your month of December using Divinity Kabbalistic Tarot cards. You can go to Facebook and follow me and then see what I write now and then, or communicate with me. In the meantime, thank you and goodbye.